welcome to another episode of Room 1710. Man, just like every time, I got a special guest with me. But this one, it's a little bit, more spicier.
Yeah.
Well, everything's spicy. Let me not downgrade anybody. But I got a really talented artist.
Yeah, I tried
from Miami.
Yeah, that trail. Yes.
So I got Cheeno CNotez, y'all.
Cheeno CNotez.
Welcome to the podcast. What's going on,
Thank
man?
you, my brother. Man, everything's good.
Hey, pleasure to have you.
Oh, well, no, let's get that right.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah,
man.
Mm-hmm.
So welcome, man. I'm glad to have you here.
Brother.
Been wanting you here for a long time, man.
Man, yes.
So for the people who been sleeping under a rock, tell them who Cheeno CNotez is, where the name came from.
Okay. Well, Cheeno CNotez, like I say, born and raised in Miami, 305 Dade County, North Miami, and just always had a gift with the music, always been a fan of music, try to be a student of music, and some of the great artists that have come in our time, come and went in certain instances, and I just always prided myself on when I did write something, I wanted to write something depending on, of course, how I felt or my particular situation. I always wanted to make good music, So when I write or when I try to cultivate something, I always want it to be authentic and something that'll make the listener think. And how I came up with the name is kind of just...
it's unique.
Yeah,
it's different. It stick out.
Yeah,
just like you though.
Yeah, Cheeno CNotez, like in a way, altogether, it kind of means just like I'm focused on the main goal of the money to feed my mission, to feed my family. That's where my whole thing comes up when I say for the crib, like in my music.
Yeah,
when people
absolutely.
listen to the music, they hear for the crib. So the crib means home. So, it's, Cheeno CNotez, like all I see is notes. So Cheeno CNotez, whether that be music or C notes.
Or the C notes.
And I'm a great, a big fan of Al Pacino.
Okay.
So I kind of...
How did I not know that?
I don't know, man.
Damn.
So I kind of
took
the Cheeno off the Pacino and
I see where you're going.
Yeah, and I just I blended the C notes. It kind of was like a thing. I remember seeing Bo Jackson commercials, and it was like Bo knows football and Bo knows basketball, this and that, and I was just like Cheeno CNotez.
Hey,
yeah.
Damn. Okay. I like that. Yeah, man. I've been knowing you since 2007.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and you're definitely one of my favorite underground artists, and it's like,
it,
man, seriously, and it's like I seen you through the transition, evolving and stuff like that. I remember just all the different names. You went through different names. You went through Lyrical Genius, which stands corrected. Dang, what were some of the other ones? You remember?
I had Be Easy. I had I had Young Majesty.
Yeah.
Just play off words of my last name and everything like that. But yeah, and that's how it is when it comes to like music, because like I believe like every day you trying to find another piece of yourself. So it's like you kind of like you always trying to be different every day. Like some people like to blend in, but life is really about finding yourself, and every day you're blessed to wake up. It's like you're trying to find another piece to that puzzle to be like, okay, this point in my life I was able to attach this to this, and it was able to push me to that next level.
Yeah.
So that's like like I say, like when you just going through that whole thing, everybody be going through the crazy names.
That's true.
That's
true. It's a journey trying to find your niche or what name you want to pick. I remember just for my podcast, it took a long time. People don't understand a long time to figure that out.
Yeah.
But man, like I said, I've been knowing you for many years. Yeah. I've seen the talent in you just from being in the garage with the instrumentals bumping, just hearing the lyrics.
Facts.
Just always vibing with you with music. And so when you drop Got 'Em Coach Volume 1.
Yeah.
Man, let me tell you, you delivered.
Appreciate that.
You delivered. That was a long time coming. It was just like, it was here.
Yeah.
Man, and so, for those people who haven't seen it, y'all need to go listen, because, I'm telling you, it's it's nice. That man delivered. I mean, and what was it, about 17 tracks?
Yeah, that was the deluxe version, like
the deluxe.
Yeah.
That's what I listened to.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do the standard.
Yeah. No,
I got to get all of you.
Appreciate
Pause.
that. Yeah, that's a big pause. You know what I'm saying? But my boy,
you my
he's
dog.
a big fan. He's
Oh
a big
man,
fan of
absolutely.
the work, so I appreciate the love.
Absolutely.
And the original version of the album was only 11 tracks.
Mm-hmm.
And what I did, because sometimes you find yourself getting stagnant. And I kind of course had already released like a few like little, I would call straggler singles before, and I just kind of took those singles and then just added them on to the original, to kind of expand it, because a lot of people were telling me, "Dang, you made it so short." Only 11 tracks. So I kind of wanted to.
We wanted more.
Yeah.
When you get a little taste of it, you just like, your appetite increases.
Facts.
So, Got 'Em Coach Volume 1. Why'd you name it? Your debut album.
Got 'Em Coach Volume 1. I really chose Got 'Em Coach because first and foremost is I'm a big sports fan.
Absolutely.
I love football, I love basketball, and just like I say, being a student of the game. So I kind of just took like my love for the game, of course, like when you're in the game and coach tell you, "Hey, I need you to kind of clamp down on number such and such,"
Yeah.
It's like, all right, man, got him, coach. So in a way, I was kind of taking that, that word play and just like, man, I got him, coach. Like it's finally happening in a sense. Like I got him. Like this is my genesis right here, the beginning. So I was like, got him. Like gotta go through that door. Like I got him, coach. With that confidence.
Mm-hmm. You definitely made some songs that were influenced by basketball and sports and stuff like that. You got Off the Dribble, and then like my absolute
first single.
Absolutely. And then one of my absolute favorites. It's not the best, but it's like up there. It's tied with many. And for y'all, I'm wearing the Miami Heat jersey and stuff like that with the LeBron.
Okay.
This man put me on. I became a Heat fan because of him. Well, partly, you know what I'm saying. Once, I ain't gonna lie, I reached a new level when LeBron made that decision. I don't care what the haters say.
Oh no,
that blew my mind. It was probably one of the best decisions I've seen in basketball. He may not have delivered it the right way, but you played with D Wade and Chris Bosh. Like what?
And he didn't deliver as many chips as he wanted to, but he delivered some chips.
But man, that was a time to be alive.
Yeah, he found himself in Miami. You gonna say that LeBron really he really turned that corner of being just taking it all like, oh, like I'm tired of the talk. I'm taking over.
Championship. Yeah, man, you got a song. I mean, like LeBron, right?
Like LeBron. Yeah.
I've never heard nothing like that. No one has ever made a song like that, and you delivered. I mean, hard. So, like, what inspired you to write like LeBron, and what does LeBron mean to you, as an artist?
Shoot, like LeBron. You know what I'm saying? I've always been a big fan of LeBron James. Just how he carries himself on and off the court. And I just really I really wanted to make a song, of course, that had a little bop to it, had something, but I wanted to be clever as well. Mentioning some of his accolades and everything that's going on in his life, and just little stuff like that. But LeBron James, man, he's a big inspiration to myself, you know what I'm saying? Just, I guess, from an artist standpoint, it's just a person that's, he always been about his business. He always been about his family. He billionaire now, and he took the brothers who he walked into those doors with and uplifted them, and they started to branch off and start doing bigger and better things.
Brought him up.
So that's why LeBron James falls into the for the crib family. Like, what's for the crib about? Because he did it for the crib. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't never switch on his people. So that's pretty much what LeBron means to me, and low key inspired me to do that song.
Yeah. And you talking about For the Crib, right? So you got a song on the album called For the Crib. That's another personal favorite of mine. When you moved back down here from LA, I remember just that first night you had the instrumental and you were just rapping that stuff like that. And it was just like, it gave me chills. So, for the people who kind of don't know, or not necessarily don't know, but really ain't from Miami, that's a lingo, right?
Yeah, For the Crib. Like, we say, like, you know, just, you know, because crib mean home,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
So it's like, you know, that's just a little lingo what I really put together, you know.
Oh, really? I thought that was Miami thing.
Yeah, I mean, you could say it's a Miami thing.
Because I heard Trick say that a couple times.
Probably did, you know.
Oh, okay.
Take it to the house, take it to the crib.
Yeah. This whole time I'm thinking it's Miami thing.
But, you know, it's just, I really just try to, like I say, do it for the crib. So it's like, you know, crib can go for your home, your community, your family, of course, because what you find at home, you know, the things that you really hold dear, that's supposed to be your peaceful spot. You know what I'm saying? So everything for the crib. So that's what really, like, a lot of like my upbringing, how I felt when I was growing up, that's what really went into that song. You know what I'm saying? For the crib, the one that you're talking about.
Yeah. And so, you know, also like your first video that you shot for this album, Basic. How'd that come about? Who produced that?
The beat I purchased off of an app.
Okay.
I think
because I thought it was Block Boy.
It probably is a Block Boy beat. I think Block Boy is a Block Boy beat. Forgive me, Block Boy.
Yeah, what's up, Block Boy? Shout out
to my boy Block Boy Beats, man. He's a real big catalyst behind the scenes on the instrumental side, you know, and producer side. He's really laced me with a lot of good stuff. But I think it is a Block Boy beat, Basic, and it probably wasn't, I would say, my first choice to shoot a video. I would say it was kind of like a spur of the moment video because it was like, you know, I dropped music. I started doing, you know, when you doing something, I was telling people, okay, I'm recording music. Oh, you know, you got to put it on this platform. Okay, I did that. Oh man, now you got to shoot a video. So it's like I was kind of like, I didn't want to be too stagnant. So it's kind of like I had the opportunity with one of my good friends, Chifa. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to you, bro.
You know, shout out to my boy G. You know, Chifa Ray, and he's the one who shot that video. He came to me one day. He was in town, and he was just like, "Hey, bro, you got some free time to shoot a video?" Yeah. So that's why I say it was kind of like on the spur of the moment kind of thing. Yeah. And I just took it from there. We had fun with it. It's my first. You know, it was good for what it was. Of course, you know, I'm trying to offer way more better content going into the future. It was good. It was dope. It served its purpose. It's a very dope video. My boy did that. You know, like I say, with everything we use on hand, it ain't no, you know, sometimes no big time equipment and you know, thousands of dollars in it. But you know, I work with people who have that same drive and dream and passion to do stuff like I do. So it's like, you know, I think he shot that on his Android phone. He had one of them new little Galaxy Android phones with the little pod thing where he could sit the joint on the thing and go from side to side, and he had the effects. So it's like we work with what we got, man.
Yeah, man. You know, one thing I can say is like a lot of people, they think like success looks a certain way. And so they don't want to move unless they have certain things, so they're gonna have excuses. And I mean, knowing you and seeing like, you know, the ins and outs and how you work and stuff like that, like you work with what you got.
Facts.
You don't let anything stop you. I seen, you know, record tracks off of your phone just using the app. You have the instrumental, then you just record it right there. It's probably like 12 o'clock or midnight, you know, and you in your car just recording and stuff like that. Yeah, man. And that's one thing I admire. You know, you don't let excuses come.
No.
Yeah.
You know, I can say I have let life kind of give me a heavy hand when it comes to like the drive of it, because, you know, when, you know, we live in a real world, and, you know, sometimes our actions, you know, and decisions come with serious consequences and you know, fallbacks. You know, sometimes we can be our biggest obstacle.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to sit here and act like I've played a hardcore part in it. But it's like I know I had the talent, I had the drive to do it. And like you say, like I work with what I got, man. Like and I record that material, and I don't trip, you know, not being, you know, in the official studio. It gets to the point where you be so backed up with material. I got so much stuff on my mind where it's like I have to get it out some way. Because as the days go by, I get older. You know, you writing stuff and you probably mention the year in the rap. Oh yeah, it's 2021. Da 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 da. And then by the time you ready to record it, it's 2023, and you like, well, damn, like I got, you know, it's dated material. So it's like sometimes it get like that with me. I wake up, I get that vibe. That's what I call it. You know, you catch that vibe. Like, and I go to my whip, You know, I have my little, you know, I have my meds or whatever like that. I go out there and some inspiration, and I have a thing where every time you know, before and after I record, I pray, and I thank God. Yeah, I thank God. You know, that's something I really started doing when I got back from California, and I really wanted to push the music. How I wanted to really, really take it serious.
Yeah.
I started doing, because, you know, without God, we're nothing.
Nothing, man.
So it's like I really try to put him in front of my efforts.
Yeah.
You know, because then can't nobody stop you.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. You know, and, you know, you reminded me, actually, the thing I wanted to do before recording was pray, because I always felt like before starting the podcast, you know, I had that uneasy feeling.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you know what? I need to start praying, and I didn't do it this time. Dang, I wish we would have.
Hey, don't let it stop at the podcast.
Yeah, definitely. Pray, on the next episode,
you
know, I'm going to make sure I start praying and stuff like that.
Sure.
So let me kind of go back to the childhood.
Yeah.
You know, you're from Miami and stuff like that. So how's like the music style growing up in Miami? And you know, the Miami life, you know, you got legends. You know, there's some you know, I know the mainstream ones. You got Trick, you got Trina, you have Ross.
You got with my boy JT Money. You got
I mean, you got Cali. He's not a rapper, but you know, he's from there.
You got Cali putting on.
But you got a lot of them, and then also, you know, you have the underground ones that people may not know about. What are some of those names?
Man, you know, my boy, he's starting to come up to the top a little bit. He been bubbling for years. My boy, Ball Greasy. My boy Iceberg, Billion Bird. Let me see. It's
let me shout out to Uncle Luke, one of the pioneers. I can't believe I forgot him. Yeah, he's like one of the foundations.
You know,
shout out to Uncle Luke.
Just in Florida general, it's a lot of boys spinning at you know, the boy, you know, Kodak, you know, all them, you know, the young boys from Orlando. It's a lot of them, Young and Ace, and
So how would you describe, you know, Miami music? You know,
man, just Miami music is.
Cause I say it's like flashy, right?
Yeah, I was
certain things of it, you know, just kind of how it is when I think about it. I never been to Miami, but I'm coming, y'all.
Yeah.
But seriously, cause I, you know, knowing you, I feel like that's a second home that I haven't been to.
Yeah.
But yeah, how would you describe it? You know, growing up there.
Shoot, when I was growing up, you know, it was a lot of Miami music is like party music.
Yeah.
You know, dance music.
Yeah.
You know, peanut butter jelly, you know, the Duke Brown, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's, you know, kickback music, you know what I'm saying? Sliding and all that, you know. But, you know, you have the music that comes from the trenches as well. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I would say, like, Miami has its fun. It's fun, you know, side to it where, you know, music playing, you bop, do your little dance, but then they got them, you know, them songs where you just want to just sit back in the cut, just observe, you know, and just kind of, you know, it be grimy music, you know.
Yeah.
I would kind of describe it as like, or sliding music.
Slide music.
Slide music. Like pretty much sliding. Like, man, we finna like, slide mean move basically. So,
okay.
So, you know, when I say, like when I say in like a sentence, like, oh boy, I'm finna slide over here. Like, man, I'm finna slide to the store real quick. That means I'm finna go up here to the store. I'm finna move up here to the store real quick. So slide music, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that. Like, something you can put in the whip and slide to. You know what I'm saying? Slide vibes.
Right there, slide music. I like that. I like
slide,
that.
You know, slip and slide records.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
wow, that's just now clicking to me.
But, you know, that's always kind of been like a Florida lingo, like Miami lingo. Like, man, I'm finna slide, you know? So I kind of take that. Like, I made a thing. I feel like my music is like slide vibes. Like slide vibes. Like something you could just sit into the car and just slide to.
Oh yeah.
So that's what we make, slide vibes.
And you talking about that, like one of my personal, let me go kind of back to the album, like one of my personal, I guess you want to say slide songs. Going, you know, before going out, one of my favorite is Get Right with you and Muddy. Yeah. Shout out to Muddy.
Yeah, man. Shout out to my boy Muddy, baby, man.
Yeah. He's the only artist on there on two songs. Get Right, nice. You know, Never Had shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, Mud remind me of you know, like a young Future in the beginning.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not to put him in a box.
Yeah.
But shout out to him. I think he's mad talented. But how did you and Mud, you know, link up for this?
Me and my boy Mud linked up at work. I used to work at Coca-Cola.
Okay.
And what you call it, man? Just, you know, kind of spreading the word, like, you know, I do music.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how, and the crazy thing, not to veer off. That's why I believe God play plays always a high hand when it comes to me like trying to pursue music, because he always placing individuals in my life that either make beats or they rap as well. So me and Mud kind of linked, kind of chopped it up, and I let him know I do music. You know, I let him hear some music at the car on break, and then he was letting me know he do his thing too. So one day I was at the studio and I was like, hey Mud, you want to slide to the studio or whatever? And he came up there, and we just started. The first song we recorded was Get Right.
Was that the first one?
Yeah.
I thought it was Never Had.
It Never Had shit came up. Shh.
No, you can cuss. You can cuss. I don't know why I censored myself, but no, you can cuss.
But
you can cuss.
Never Had shit.
Never had shit.
It came about. It came about later on.
Yeah.
But Get Right was kind of like I kind of threw. He was in, like I said, that was the first time he came to the studio, and he was just sitting, doing him, chilling, we vibing and everything. And I was like, hey Mud, you want to hop on this? And he was like, yeah. He went in, he freestyled his verses too. So that's the cool part about it.
That too?
Man, he freestyled.
Man.
Yeah. So it was like he
shout
did
out to my
on the spot freestyle. Free agent verse, just like, hey man, you want to hop on this? I'll hop on it. Like, shrug of the shoulders, went in there and did his thing.
Man, I love Get Right. That's just one of those that
appreciate it, bro.
Songs that last long,
and
stuff like that.
It's a vibe, you know what I'm saying? Just something, like I say, we do what the beats say do. That's something I always think to myself.
Whoa, go back, say that again.
We do what the beats say do. You know what I'm saying? We do what the beats say.
I like that. I like that.
Because the music got to talk to you. The music, the beat, and everything that it's a slow kind of vibe. It kind of give you directions as to, okay, this is what you're gonna say on me. Like I can't be on no up tempo fast thing. Talking about. Oh yeah, I just lost my job. It's like, it's upbeat. It's like, oh yeah, I seen this something they could play in the club, play in the thumb. So okay, what you gonna rap about? Oh yeah, I'm rapping about girls dancing. I'm rapping about me and my boys vibing. Like I can't rap on something that's not giving that vibe. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I say, we do what the beat say do, man.
I like that. I like that. So I'm gonna kind of go back. Talking about Miami, right? Because I was watching Drink Champs with Trick Daddy.
Okay.
And one thing he was saying was like the people in Miami, they kind of know everybody. Like, the artists, they know all the artists from all around and stuff like that. New York, LA, stuff like that. But he said that, nobody really, knew them or paid attention to them. Yeah. Did you kind of feel that growing up, that it's like, y'all had this culture, great music culture, and y'all weren't getting y'all's just dues?
I mean, back when I was growing up, a lot of the music that, of course, wasn't coming, from Miami, that wasn't coming from like, the frontline stars of, Trick and everybody else like that, it's underground. So, we was listening to, New York rappers, up north, other people from other areas, and it came a time where you feel like, of course, all these other places they could reel off names, they got us, and then but when it comes to probably like Miami, like you can only say like, oh yeah, it's Ross, Trick, like only a few. You feel what I'm saying?
There's only a few.
But then it's like they not all necessarily from Miami. Like you get what I'm saying? Like to me, it's like Florida as a whole. Florida has a crab in a bucket mentality, and I believe probably if you live somewhere else or whatever, you'll probably say the same for your environment or where you come from.
That's true. Everybody feels that way.
But it's like, especially like growing up, and it's like, they don't want to see you. They don't want to see you win. Not especially where I come from. They don't want to see you win. Like they rather tear you down or snake you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
it's very hard for an artist to come up and really stick together really a lot back then. I see more people sticking together now, at least on the front line. You see a lot more artists bring other artists up. Like that's a whole lot more common than how that was 10, 15, 20 years ago. It's a whole lot more common. But definitely, like you talking about, when you were a kid, it wasn't like that.
No.
And then so, like I said, was that back in 2007, 2008? You moved to Houston, right? Right. So how was it hard, or how was that adjustment? Going from Miami, probably a very fast pace, to you come here.
Everybody
it's screwed. Yeah. So
it was.
What was your experience coming here?
Man, it's definitely a culture shock. I would say that much. Just being like it's what we would call it, like a city boy, like being in Miami, like, it it's more fast paced. You know, boys. You know, we talk and we kind of ramble off in certain, you know, stanzas and lingos where it's like, man, you be like, slow down, you know, you kind of all over the place. Where when I came to Houston, it's like, you know, everybody like kind of like laid back and kind of chill and like say slow down, chop and screw. So came here a little bit after high school. Like I graduated high school in 06. So I came around that time I got out of high school, and that was just really just me kind of wanted to do my own thing in Miami, really. Like you know, just want to rip and run the streets with my boys, and you know, not listen to mama, and mama wasn't having that. So she was like, you know, you're gonna get yourself locked up or killed. So she was like, you don't.
Yeah, the Fresh Prince.
Yeah, really, because she sent me to live with my aunt and uncle. But I was,
dang, yeah, you ain't lying. Yeah, that she sure did.
But not the Bel Air, Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
In the SWAT, Southwest A-Leaf, Texas, man. Much love to the SWAT, man. Yeah.
Shout out to SWAT.
Yeah, man. Off Bissonnette and Kirkwood.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, I mean, how was it like, you know, listening to Houston music? Did you know about Houston music before you moved here?
A little bit. I think before I came out here, like just a little bit, you know.
Because it was very underground, too.
Yeah, but my uncle, my dad's brother, he was, I would say, like a catalyst to introducing me to more explicit content of music, you know what I'm saying? So with him, I would hear like the UGK and a little bit of the other artists and stuff like that. And when I came out here, of course, I had to catch on just the, you know, the lingo out here, like coming down and swanging and all this stuff, you know what I'm saying? And listening to boys like Zero and Trey and, you know, Lil Kiki and, you know, Thug, all them, man.
Yeah.
And, you know, that Paul Wall, and you know, I
was about to say, did the because I know for some people, like their first introduction to like Houston was at tipping. Tipping on. So did you kind of expect that when you moved down here? Because I mean, it was, you know, Houston's not like that in the videos and stuff like that. But did you have that in your mind?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Before I came out here, because briefly before my transition out here, I came out here for the summer. But before I even graduated high school, this was like my transition from like middle school to high school.
Okay.
So I probably came, the first time in Houston was like around when I was probably like 14, 15. I came out here for a summer with, you know, my aunt and uncle. And I ain't gonna lie, like I was like, Texas, you know, we just thinking about Texas. I'm thinking about, I'm gonna probably see cowboys and horses
and stuff.
And then when I came out here, I was really surprised. I was surprised to find out that Texas is very big.
Yeah, man.
It's very
huge.
Spread out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
It was definitely a culture shock.
Yeah, and you were down here for you know, some years.
Yeah.
You know, and I know the music influenced you because you got a song, Ginger Ale.
Oh, yeah.
Only song on there, That's Screwed.
That's Screwed, yeah.
Man, I mean, that song's good, too.
Yeah.
And what was it, when you recorded, do you initially think about screwing that song, or you just record? Okay.
I did not, like...
but it was just in your blood because you were just used to it?
It was, that, and then it was just like a vibe. Like, it was when in the studio, you know, hearing the playback, and then the engineer at the time, my boy Pluto, he was kind of playing it back, you know, just messing around with it, and then he kind of like slowed it down. I kind of like gave him like I think like I was asking him like, hey man, try to chop and screw like the actually I think I asked him to chop and screw the hook. You know, I take my phone and pull it slow up in my. I asked him to screw that part, and I think initially when he added the effect, it was all over the song. It went through the entire song. So when he was playing it back and was about to make the adjustment, I was like, nah, leave it how it is.
Yeah.
So when I heard him play it back like that, I was just like, leave it. And you know, like I say, just that's that Texas, that Houston influence, just that chop and screw. You know?
Yeah, that's a good influence you had in your music too.
Oh yeah.
And then you lived here for a while. Then you moved to LA.
Yeah, man.
And then you were there. You know, I mean, I think it's probably always a perfect time to be in LA, but you were there like when Nip was coming up.
Man, yeah, man.
Like you were there when he was like ground zero, just building his way up, and you was just right there.
I was right in the middle of it, and not necessarily like right in the middle. Like I was in South LA County. I was in a city called San Pedro, California, right outside of Long Beach. But you know, I used to always go in the city with my, you know, with my peoples at the time. Used to go to the Slauson swap meet.
Damn.
You know, I've been on Crenshaw and Slauson and all that. So I've been in South Central, and just him and that around that time I think YG was coming of age too. They started
YG, Kendrick.
So it was from the ground up. I was seeing Nipsey's drive and his kind of like his foothold he was trying to put on the game, man, and he definitely left a big impact, man. Globally, man. Rest in peace to the boy Nipsey Hussle.
Man. Rest in peace to Nipsey, man. And kind of speaking on Nipsey, he starting the beginning had independent artists kind of thing. Do you kind of see any similarities between like his journey, what he was trying to do, and something that you're trying to do, or the struggles that you've been through as well?
Because I mean, in a way, I think he stated it in a interview probably like years or months prior to his untimely demise, that we all gonna go through those phases and stages that's gonna push you in whatever you really trying to pursue in life. And it's really gonna come down to like, is you really gonna give your all for this? Are you willing to really put your life out there for this to achieve? Because it's certain things that you're gonna have to relinquish and sacrifice. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Your relationships, whatever, that you really gonna have to put in everything 100,000%. You know what I'm saying, to achieve what you're trying to achieve. So I believe, I really in him being one of the most recent black men who in the music game was doing it like independent. You know what I'm saying? Really, like, you kind of grew with his struggle from point one to, you know what I'm saying, to the end. The whole marathon continues. The same thing with my boy, rest in peace, Young Dolph. You know what I'm saying? He was independent too. He was independent for a long time before he, got the bag and then started his own label like Nip did. You know what I'm saying? So it's they're both inspirations in that aspect of you be your own boss. Because pretty much we live in a day and age where, like we was stating earlier, how I could record music on my phone. We live in a day and age where I could record on my phone. It's digital distribution companies that I can upload this song to if I have the WAV file. If I'm ready for it to go, I got my cover art, I got a mix and master WAV file. I can go online, find a digital distribution company, upload it, pay them like whatever, $100 a year or $20 a month or whatever, and my stuff on platforms. You know what I'm saying?
Man, no excuses. So, you can just get it out there.
So you really don't even need the labels like that. Independent is the way to be.
Yeah. And that's one thing I remember Prince saying too, when he was fighting for his rights in music. That time we had Slave on there, and then artist formerly known as Prince. He was just saying, he's like, what did he do? He recorded his music in his house. He wrote all his stuff. He produced all his stuff. And it's like, but the record company still wanted to have that same percentage. Like they were loaning him money. He used his own money. And he's like, because they didn't want to renegotiate, they're trending on their way to kind of what's happening now. It's like soon people are not really going to need you like that or need you at all. You're going to go broke. And it's all because of that pride and not really just, doing what's right for the artist.
Exactly.
Yeah, because, y'all make the music, man. Exactly. Y'all make timeless music.
Exactly.
Not to take anything away from the record label, because, they do help out and stuff like that. But it's just like, look at that as a real partnership and do what's right.
Facts.
Because what is it, man? Man, T-Pain said, in the record business, I think I want to say, don't quote me on this, but artists only receive like 12% of the money. Don't quote me on that. I remember hearing 12. I don't know what the 12 is, but I'm like, that's low.
Hey, bro, like you get back pennies, bro. Like even on my music that I've released, and like I say, a grind is a grind. Like they say, slow grind is better than no grind. Sometimes you just can't race to the finish line. You gotta pace yourself. Like Nip said, it's a marathon. But absolutely. It's like when you break it down and look at the numbers, like you can get a certain number of streams, but a lot of things go into streaming now, because like that people can buy streams.
You can buy streams?
You can buy streams. They got algorithms and everything else where it could boost, because
I'm not surprised by that.
How does a person, this person got 1 billion streams in one day? Really? a billion? A billion people. And not to say like, okay, that can't happen for a big artist like Drake or when like Kanye,
or Bad Bunny,
or anybody that's like a real star and people really listening, a global superstar can get that type. But it's like, okay, this dude just came out 2 years ago. How he getting 500,000 streams a day? It ain't no way. So it's like kind of once you get in that back door and kind of start building up your acquaintances, it's a lot of stuff that happen behind the scenes that I've made myself privy to by doing my own research. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot that go hand in hand, but man, these people pay you pennies on the stream. Man. Like a penny to like 5 streams get you a penny basically. Man. Or or whatever. It all depends on if you own your royalties and all that other type of stuff.
Yeah. And I mean, that's crazy because making music is probably one of the hardest things to do, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's lots of things that are hard, but it's one of the hardest. And then on top of that, it's like one of the, I remember telling you this, I was like, I told you, like, as an artist, it's probably an honor to do that because, like the scientific, nerd in me is like, that's one of the few activities that activates your full brain. And not only that, it's like your words, once it's embedded in people's head, it never leaves.
Facts.
And it's just like you will forever live rent free in people's head.
Facts.
And it's like, man, like what better way to live like that because you're going to essentially live forever.
Yeah.
I think that's dope.
Yeah. And I mean, music, it's hard, but I would say like it's easy. I would say it's easy to people who really have a gift for it. Yeah. But then it's also easy for a person who ain't really saying nothing. We got a lot
That's true too. Some people really,
when you get on the mic and just say anything, it ain't no. I say it got to be some. It got to be some type of cleverness and just some. Or make something got to make you think. Like music can't. I don't always want to dance. I don't always want to.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Some days I want to listen to something that's really gonna provoke thought. Yeah. Provoke inspiration.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
and that's why I feel like on your album, like it's there. You delivered on that. It's like all of that. Yeah. And I mean, of course, you have a lot more to grow. You gotta. You're. This is not gonna be the best. I'm not gonna say that. Not the best, but. This is not going to be the only great thing that you do.
No, of course not.
You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, like, it's there. Oh, yeah. And it doesn't even really take that long to notice that star power in you, too.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. And so it's just... I'm a huge fan. I'm a friend and I'm a fan.
Appreciate it.
And I'm not just hyping up my boy. I speak the truth.
Oh yeah, because he'll tell me if I don't know.
I'm honest. I'm honest because it's just like I see that greatness in you. It's just like I don't want you to half step. I don't think you really half step, but it's just like I get my view on it. But not to say that my view is like golden. Yeah. I'm not Quincy Jones out here, nothing like that. I could be,
Yeah. Sell yourself short.
But yeah, man. I just kind of give my view on it, man. And so, yeah, just a huge fan of your music.
Appreciate it, brother.
So, man, we got like Father's Day coming up.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. You're a father of 2.
Yes.
You're a father figure of 2 other kids and stuff like that. So, what does it mean being a father to you? What's your definition?
Oh man, a father being a father is
I know it's a deep question.
Yeah, it's being a father is first and foremost it's an honor. It's an honor to be bestowed with such a responsibility of taking care of another life.
Man,
where from the ground up that life depends on you to survive. Mm-hmm. And I don't take that responsibility lightly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I love my kids. I do anything for them. I believe, of course, as men growing up in society, we all, we get in some things, we lust and we love after women, I've been in love, I'm in love, now, and, but true love, I believe I found when I became a father, because you look at that person and it's like I would do. I cried at the birth of both of my kids.
I know. You're a real father, man. I don't see many people like you.
You know what I'm saying? I shed tears at the birth of both of them, my son and my daughter. And it's just because that's that just that eternal love. Like, man, like this person came from me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to see them grow and thrive and become, build their own personalities, and you start seeing like of course, kids want to be kids. They want to have fun. So all my son wants is money. All he
Fortnite,
wants is V-Bucks and everything else.
Shout out to one of my godsons.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out Caden.
And
you know what I'm saying? And my baby girl Trinity.
Yeah.
She about to be 6 months this month. And all she want is a baba. All she want is milk and her and just to be around her family, because now she getting to the point where she's spoiled. She don't want you to put her down. You put her down for a minute.
And we knew that was coming too.
Yeah,
we knew that was coming.
I mean, and I don't mind. I'm one of them dads. They run, they cry. I'm coming. What's wrong, baby? What's going on? I'm there in an instant. But being a father, it's a blessing, man. And it takes a real individual to be a father. In my own, like I say, personal situation, it takes a real man to just step up to their responsibilities, no matter what. You feel me? Because sometimes things happen, and we don't get the life that you wanted in your head, essentially, for like, oh, this is how my life's gonna be when I start having children. And my certain perspective, that didn't happen. But I know that my life is transforming and blossoming the way it's supposed to happen. You get what I'm saying? Because
Absolutely.
I don't let certain circumstances stop me from being the best father I can be to my son and my daughter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
and you do everything in your power to make sure that you're being the best father.
Yeah. And just trying to keep a proper relationship with the women in my life. They're mothers. They're both their respective mothers. Shouts out to them. You know what I'm saying? They're both great mothers.
Absolutely.
And they handle their responsibilities and they love their kids. So, bottom line, that's the most any man will want out of a woman that, assisted in bringing that gift of life into the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whether you with them or not, like, all I want is the best for my child.
Yeah.
Period. And that's how a real man is supposed to think when it comes to their child. I see too many times where as black men we got that stigma on it, and it's like, bruh, I can't stand that, because it's all good when you getting down to the business of it, like the physical aspect of it, the intimacy, having sex and everything. But just so happen that thing pop up, dudes can start acting all kind of. It's just like, bruh, if you can't come to an understanding with that female, because at the end of the day, if she ain't to the point where y'all both make a conscious decision, like, this ain't, I don't think we're gonna pursue it. But at the end of the day, when a female make a decision to keep a child and bring a child, that's out your hands, bro. So you can bitch, moan, do whatever, you know what I'm saying? But that's it. Once she make, and then it's up to, it's on you now. Okay, I gotta be the best father. I gotta be the best person I can be for this potential child. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So that's how I rock. And that's a big memo to all the dudes out there who are about to start on the pathway of fatherhood, and all the fathers out there, man. Keep being a real man in your children's lives, man, because that's the future. Once you have kids, it's no longer about me no more. Like, I can you really think about life, like, we killing each other crazy, everybody dying so young. It's like when I had my son, and then when I had my daughter, it really make you think, like, I really got to gear up, because I can't get taken out or trick myself off these streets, because I got them, like, you feel me, depending on me.
Yeah.
And it's like, I took that responsibility to the utmost, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, don't play about your babies, man. Yeah. If you don't want no babies, wrap it up. Wrap it up, real talk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
If you don't want no babies, wrap it up.
That's true. Well, man, can we expect any music from you anytime soon?
Yeah, man, I'm working on some I'm working on some new stuff.
Trying to see what you working on.
Yeah, I got I dropped 2 recent singles a little bit after Got 'Em Coach Volume 1 Deluxe. I got Higher Expectations produced by Block Boy Beats again.
Shout out to you, Block Boy.
On Apple Music. And I also got Off Top, Witness Greatness, produced by Block Boy again.
Man.
On Apple Music. Those are the 2 most recent singles that I got out of my catalog. But I'm steady working. I'm really just trying to find my balance. I'm in the process of getting into a new studio space.
Okay.
Linking with some new some new individuals that, you know, like I say, we got the same track mind.
Yeah.
We about this music. We ain't playing about this music. So you're going to be hearing new material real soon.
Yeah. I can't wait. I can't wait till you drop it. I can't wait till people hear it because, you know, I'm in the, you know, in the middle of it. I've been hearing things.
Yeah, of course. You know
and I'm like,
you
know, make that stanky face when you're like, ooh,
man.
Ooh.
You know, it be all on the iPhone. Hey, Jay, listen to this. Listen to this. I got some fire.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But, you know, before that even comes out, people, y'all need to listen to Got 'Em Coach. I mean, I'm telling you.
Check it out, man.
It's nice, man. You know, it's just a complete work of art. You know, if you like albums and stuff like that, you can call me old head.
Yeah.
I like albums.
Appreciate
you know, I like singles too, don't get me wrong, but it's like it's something about that album. You get that full body, you get that full personality of an artist, and it's just like, I know that's not easy.
Yeah.
You know, doing this hasn't even been easy. You know, you go through life and stuff like that. Sometimes it's a stop and go thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, I can't wait to hear it. I can't wait for other people to hear more of this. Also, side note, shout out to Block Boy.
Yeah.
If y'all haven't been paying attention, which I don't see how you can, you know, he's the one that produced my intro to my podcast.
Yeah.
Pure fire. You know, genius as well. You know, just the way y'all linked up is crazy. And I like all the other production too. Don't get me wrong, but I personally know Block Boy.
Yeah.
So let me talk about that. And yeah, man. For the people, give them your information, man.
Oh yeah, man. Y'all can catch
where they can find you.
You know, as far as, you know, music, of course, search on all your you know, digital platforms for streaming. Cheeno CNotez, CheenoCNotez. On IG, you know, same thing. Cheeno CNotez, CheenoCNotez. And yeah, man. And I'm on SoundCloud as well. Just look up. I'm on SoundCloud, YouTube. You know, most of the music is kind of.
Are you on Tidal? I forgot.
Yeah, I believe. I believe so.
On Tidal as
I'm
well.
on Tidal. I'm pretty much on all your on your major streaming platforms. That's why I say, man, it's a lot of this stuff. You know, if you really want to do music and really be pursuing of it, a lot of this stuff is in the palm of our hands. You know, from everything from recording to, you know, everything else. So yeah, man, holla at me, boy Cheeno CNotez.
Hey man, thank you for blessing us with your presence, man.
Thank you, man, for the opportunity to come on here, man.
Absolutely,
it's definitely been an experience. I appreciate it, brother.
All right, y'all. Well, y'all have a good one. We'll see you soon.
Yo.